You have three products. You have the urethane brush grade 522, the aromatic urethane 520, and the silicone 410. When we go to do the hands-on portion, we prefer to do this in order as you would when you're installing the system. So the first product that we're actually going to use will be the urethane 522. And if you notice, there's 2 quarts on each hands-on demo with 2 plastic trays. If you can share some with your partner there in the plastic tray, half a quart per station there. Yeah, they can't shake it, so I'm fine. Yeah, yep. I'm not sure. Alright, when you go to apply the 522, well, actually I'll wait till we're good with the dispersion. And once you're done using the product, just put it back on top of the model as well. If you get material all mixed up after you're done using it, it's completely fine. Just try not to walk around anywhere with coating. The 522 is really thick. You're not going to be able to pour it. It takes basically the popsicle stick there to help it come out. Yes. All right. So the first step is going to be to treat all your seams and the penetration that is there, because that'll be the first step that you do when you go to install a coating system on the roof, other than clean it, of course. But these roofs have been pre-cleaned, ready for install. So basically, you'll just take the 522, work it onto the seams, and then work it around the penetration there. There are areas there where the 522 has already been treated on the seams, and half that pipe penetration that's there, you're going to stop short of that, because it's almost like a moment in time where you apply it one day, the next day you come back and it's dry. That's where we're going to apply the urethane 520. And then where the urethane 520 has already been applied out, that's where we're going to do the silicone 410. When you go to treat your seams on a normal roof, you'll go 4 inches wide. Basically build up all your material at the top of the seam and then feather it out on the sides. Around a pipe penetration like what we have on here, you'll actually go 6 inches, 3 inches up it, 3 inches out on the roof surface. That's just basically the seams and half the pipe there. When you treat the pipe, you're going to feather it out at the base and then feather it up the pipe as well. And that's how you treat them on an actual roof. With these being kind of downscaled some, 2 inch wide seam, 2 inches up the pipe, 2 inches out the pipe. Or you could do it like a real life scenario. Nick won't be able to go home and hang it on his fridge like he normally does, but and then the edge metal. Anytime you do edge metal on a roof, you would want to put some masking tape down on the front side of it to maintain a clean appearance from the front of the building. On the top part of the roof, there'll be a gap typically between the substrate and the edge of the edge metal. If the adhesion is good, you don't need to cut it back, but typically we would ask that you cut it back probably a ½ inch to an inch, and then you apply your 522 in between the edge metal and the substrate itself. On these models, you'll see a little gap there. It's about a ½ inch. And these areas do eat up quite a bit of material because it is kind of leveling out. You're going thicker than 45 wet mills. You're actually building up some mills when you do the edge metal.
Jeremy, their claim is this 3, and that he had stuff They've played with the adhesion aspect more than they have in building
How are we coming back there in the back? Everybody about to be wrapped up?
Probably Friday.
That's correct. Okay. Just put it on the top of the model, center. And then subsequent passes, if you're using the plastic trays, you can take the second plastic tray, put it on top of the first one. If it spills, it's all good. It's on the roof. It'll get thrown away.
And it's also cross-linking technology, something from molecular things, paint companies have been playing around with cross-linking technology. I know PPG has a cross-link paint that I know
Yep.
all trying to reverse engineer it and have to be able to. They've got the market. There's one paint that's just like the toughest stuff. Just to bring the paint to your house and everything going. It's just really tough. You can walk on it and everything. But it's this cross-linking, and so somehow they cross-link that. They become more stable, they get better adhesion, and that's one of the ways that they approach silicone. I'm not a chemist, I don't know all the ins and outs, and I started reading technical stuff, so my brain starts to
We're good? Alrighty. Alright. So you're done with your 522, you went home, you drank your beer, you had a good night's sleep, said hello to the wife. Now we're day 2. You gotta wait for the 522 to dry. Now you're ready to install your base coat. Your base coat will be the aromatic urethane 520. When you open the can, before you open it, you can mix it if you want. We shook them up pretty well before we opened them. So if you don't, it's all good as well. Typically, when you go to install the urethane 520, you'll be using hand rollers, spreaders, or even spray equipment. The reason we're using chip brushes is because we're working on a very small scale. It allows you to feel the coating a little bit more. But when you go to apply the base coat, you're going to stop short of where you just did your 522 treatment, and you're going to apply it over where the cured 522 is already at. And you're going to stop short where the 520 is already down at.
I got you. You're pouring on top? Yeah. It's the same.
When applying the urethane 520, you'll either apply it at 16 wet mils if you're going over EPDM or single plies. On a modified roof, just as this, you're looking to apply it at a rate of 24 wet mils.
don't listen to that. Okay. That's kind of how we do. Tell you how far something goes. We take into consideration what
Really.
Well, if you're thirsty, there's there in the cooler.
Right.
Yeah, they don't have those. It's gonna smell real good in here. What's that? All right. Yeah, most definitely. Oh yeah, 24 wet. I read it all. Oh, I said it. I don't think you might enjoy checking. Shooting for 24 wet bills. 24 wet bills.
What's that? No way, this stuff is great.
How are we looking back there in the back? We good? We good for 410? All right. Now that you guys have applied your 520, now we're going to go ahead and proceed with the final pass of silicone 410. The silicone 410 is the top coat. The application rate of the silicone 410 is identical to the urethane 520. You're going to be looking to go 24 wet mills over the section of roof that is already cured with the urethane.
Dude, I'm glad I put it on. I got shit all over this stuff.
Wi-Fi must be dropping out.
It records it whenever it drops.
Not good. You got the touch. There we go.